Hi Aquarius, thank you for joining me for your July 2017 forecast for the month. I'm shuffling the Lost Tarot of Nostradamus. I'm excited about using this new deck. And thank you for subscribing to the channel and for your support on Instagram and Facebook. So let's get to our forecast. On July 4th, Venus enters Gemini, and this harmonious planet will affect the relationship with your children in a very loving, smoothing over any dramas that you're having in the 5th house of creative energies, children, entrepreneurial endeavors, romance. Venus in the 5th house is romance and a new passion or passion in the relationship that you have. On the 5th, Mercury entering the sign of Leo starts our month theme full of Leo. And your 7th house of relationship and marriage and soulmates is lit up this month, Aquarius. So for those of you looking for partnerships, this is the month where I could see something that you're already in being taken to the next level. Or if you're looking to be with someone, definitely be visible and be seen this month. In addition to Mercury, on the 20th, Mars will enter this sector in Leo. We have our sun entering Leo on the 22nd, our new moon on the 23rd at 0 degrees of Leo in the 7th house of soulmates. So Mercury conjunct Mars, the sun, and our new moon, initiating maybe a new romance entirely because it's at the 0 degree mark. This means for me, as an interpreter, that Aquarius is either taking the relationship that they're in, starting completely over in the relationship. Perhaps you're getting engaged, new moon at 0 degrees in the 7th house, or married on that day. What an amazing day to get married, actually. Mercury direct around July 23rd, Mars on top of the sun, a new moon in the 7th house of marriage. That's the day for Aquarius. That's a spectacular 5-day period of time from the 20th of July through the 25th. And I skipped over the full moon on the 9th at 17 degrees of Capricorn. This is bringing closure in the house of closure, the 12th house. Aquarian is shutting the door on something in a big way and preparing to start this marriage or this relationship. And it could be that around the 4th of July, you're popped the question, Venus in the 5th house, and you're planning this life together or finding soulmate. Mars is such an activated planet, action planet, feisty, energetic, 7th house. This is also great for business partnerships too. New business partners and new business partnerships are forming around the 23rd. This new moon at 0 degrees is poignant because not every new moon is at 0 degrees. They can range from 0 to 29 degrees. This is an impetus. It's a catalyst. It's the initiating point of your relationship. So it could even be some kind of, it's important to establish an anniversary on that day is what I'm hearing. So some of you are celebrating anniversaries around that time frame. On the 25th, Mercury moves out of that Leo sector and enters Virgo. And this is very strong placement for information regarding settlements and investments and other people's money and things that have been on hold, inheritance, wills, things like that. And Mercury could see you really handling everything that requires deep analysis and details in the 8th house of death, of sex, of mystery. The 8th house is usually the house of the occult and the deep, dark mysteries of all that is Scorpio on the solar wheel. So Mercury here maybe sees you investigating a few things. Maybe some of you got into this amazing new relationship or taken your relationship to the next level, and now you're playing detective, making sure everything's in order with this. And Aquarius likes to be a little bit of a detective because even though Scorpio gets that vibe for being a detective, Aquarius has a sharp mindset, and you're a progressive thinker. You're ahead of the usual. Air signs generally are. No offense, but the air signs, they're the smartest out there. So you could be investigating in a brilliant way with Mercury in the 8th, your sexual partner, your intimate relationships, your property, your inheritances, your estates, all things 8th house. And your investors. You're interviewing investors is what I'm hearing. You know, you should be interviewing the places you put your money. And consider a credit union if you haven't, because they are not tied into the government like banks are. So it's always a consideration. On the 31st, Venus switches into the sign of Cancer, transits, and the 6th house then becomes your focus. At the very tail end of the month, you're getting health in order, and your regimen, your routine in health, diet, and daily work, and your schedule. I do want to pull these cards. I'm anxious to use this deck, and if you'd like to read with me, I read all through the week at audreyalison.com. You can select your reading. And if you're interested in how I read the tarot and how I got started, and maybe in how you would read the tarot, you can consider taking my tarot course that I wrote and published called The Magic of Tarot, Connecting Mind, Body, and Soul. And for the price of a 30-minute tarot reading, you can join the course for 21 days, 3 weeks. And it's an interactive course online, and we're having fun in there, so consider that. Details below in the Show More section. The first card, the world, the completed world, which is the verbiage of Nostradamus, you can see down there. And in the cards, they have in front, they have his quatrains written out, and I love that. So the chalice, even though this isn't a cup card, they're saying your cup is full with the fleur-de-lis on that chalice. This is full completion of your goal. And the world is a magnificent card. It's next to the sun. It's the most beautiful card in the major arcana in all 78 cards of the tarot. You've completed something. You're very proud about something is what I'm getting to. 6 of Moons, which is the 6 of Cups. Look how beautiful. So the 6 of Cups is a card of nostalgia, and what I love about reading a new deck is it inspires you as a reader to really know your shit. It's easy to get, in touch with the images on the tarot and then know what they mean accordingly, but these aren't the original depictions that the Rider-Waite-Smith deck had used. So this 6 of Cups, 6 of Moons, is about nostalgia and looking back to the way things once were. Some of you have found this love in an old romance, and some of you might have someone coming back from the past to see if you're interested in developing something with them. 9 of Stars, 9 of Swords, 9 of Air. I wonder if you could see these okay. Well, I don't like this card, the meaning of it. It is stressful, and maybe some Aquarians after finding this love of your life, you're analyzing it, and the 9 of Swords has you stressing mentally about some things. Maybe this has to do with Mercury in the 8th, and you're overanalyzing what you've gotten into. You have 2 more cards, so let's see what they are first. Ooh, Postulant. Oh, I get it. So the 11 of Swords, or the 11 of Stars, would be like the page or the princess in the tarot. Oh, gosh. Oh my God, that scared the hell out of me. And my light just out of nowhere just snapped. Okay, so I'm not going to fix it right now. Actually, let me just turn it off. Crazy. What the hell's going on in here? Okay, so I look a lot darker in here though. So this page of coins is, page of swords is like a messenger. And you're receiving quick news. You know, some of you could be asked to be married, and you're analyzing that. Maybe you don't say yes right away. Something like that. You have to think about it. Now you have the 10 of Swords, 10 of Stars. So there is stress here around the Aquarian tail end of these cards. And starting with the World, you are in a magnificent place. Let's not get that twisted. But there is a lot of stress. And for some of you, that 0-degree mark in your 7th house is you clearing your relationship. And you're not starting fresh in the one you're in. You could be starting new in another relationship or ready to be prepared for someone else. Because the 9 and the 10 of Swords consecutively in a reading tells me you're not very happy. It's in some facet. Not all of you, because I can't read the same reading for all, 30 million Aquarians. Please book with me privately for a very thorough, detailed reading. But if you are finding that you're stressed out and you're in your analytical process of whether or not you should be in this relationship in the 7th house or not, you have to be clear. You have to step back out of it and try not to make your decision out of anger. You've got 3 Swords cards at the end, the Page, the 9, and the 10. So something's delivered very quickly, and maybe it's done in an aggressive manner, or you're not responding, or you're responding harshly to what is being communicated to you. Maybe that is in relationship. Mars in the 7th could make people agitated in business partnerships as well as in your marriage. So tread lightly. It is a harsher aspect or card too with the Tarot, but you have a fresh start in the 7th. So it could be that you decide to look at your relationship differently and start over from 0 degrees. Or it's that you're saying, you know what, I'm not starting in this at all with you. I'll be moving on and starting with somebody else. So I wish you the best of luck, Aquarius, and remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.